Hello everybody. So today I am going to show you just real quick how I finish off the backs of my hoops. These three are about to go on a gallery wall in my house, so I figured now would be a good time to show you. So I'm going to show you a couple different ways, all of which are really easy. This first one is basically all the ingredients you've already got. We're just got a little piece of thread and our needle. We're going to move these guys out of the way. So all we're really trying to do is make sure that all of this fabric is folded back and not going to be visible from the front, so we have a really nice flat. So if you're doing the needle and thread, you can actually always, if you've finished one of these and you've got thread left over, you can go straight into this. I'm a little bit anal, so I like to let my hoops sit for a day, make sure I'm really happy with them, and then come back and finish them off. You do want to make sure your fabric is really nice and tightly stretched. You've got it just how you want it, because once you do this, I mean, it's not permanent, but it is pretty permanent. Tight as we can go. We want to have a nice bounce, like a little trampoline. Make sure you don't see any wigglies. All right, I'm happy with that. Okay, so I'm just starting from one of these corners over here. And then on these short sides, I normally do 2 or 3. Going through there. I am not of the opinion that the back of a hoop has got to look really good, but if you do want this to look good, you can always, I'll show you how to put a backer over it. One more big one through the corner, kind of 2 or 3 on these short sides to make sure they stay really nice and flat. There we go. When you fold it over, ta-da, easy peasy. Okay, all you need to do is tie that off. So next option is actually even easier. We are just using our handy dandy friend, Mr. Hot Glue Gun. So we're just going to start folding over. The one thing I would say being careful of with this is not gluing onto the front of the fabric, because then you might be able to see it. So gluing onto the actual wood. We're all set. So for this last part, I'm just going to show you how to take a hoop that you've done just like this or with your hot glue and actually make it look finished. I normally do this if I'm selling or gifting. For my own hoops, well, I tend to leave this part out. So you can either do this beforehand, take that little inner circle out so you can trace it. I've just used a different hoop. You can also always measure the interior circumference and use something to trace it that way. So I'm just going to pull this over here using a piece of cardboard. So if you wanted to do it just like that, you can always just pop a bunch of hot glue around the edge, on the edge of here, and press in. One way to make it just a little bit nicer, more formal, I'm going to take this piece of cloth that I 100% should have ironed before I do this, so please do that. Just a super basic Elmer's craft stick. We really are not getting, we're pretending to be fancy here. I like to do a contrasting or a pattern on the back. I didn't have any pattern right now, so I'm just using one of the other fabrics from this series. So you want to make sure it's pushed in nice and flat, but not far enough that you're getting things poking out the front. So there we go. That you can give to your friend, that you can give to your mom for Mother's Day present. And that, guys, is how we finish off our hoops.